Hi everyone, it's Lisa. It's going to be a bit of a short video today. I know I haven't been around for a while. I'm very glad I'm back. It's a time in our world right now. It's very extraordinary. And I came to this world hoping to be a spiritual helper and a teacher and a healer. And we helpers understand that it's time to come forward now and try to help all of you and all of us as much as possible. So I'm back. It's been a while. I come to you on a day off, so I'm in my favorite room here. Bit of a different landscape. It has my musical instruments you might notice behind me. It's just a very good energy room. So is my other office that I usually record from, but this one I just thought want a little bit more sunshine. So I hope the lighting's okay, and I hope the bags under my eyes of being tired are okay too. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I just wanted to talk briefly about everything that's going on right now, and without dwelling on the most negative of it or anything that would cause you even more concern and fear. Now, if you are a previous client or a previous viewer of my YouTube videos, if you follow my podcast, you know that I've spoken about this time before. This is the time of transforming ourselves, transitioning over to 5D energy, or as I like to call it, heaven on earth. And we've been doing it. Sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's extreme, like a leap. Apparently, the universe set up a time when we would be transitioning, but we would get a bit of a kick in the butt. And this is our kick in the butt. This is our time of growth, our time of understanding that we all are all supposed to come together as a universe of one, as a planet as one. So, of course, you'll notice that this virus and the brush fires and the escalated volcanic eruptions and all the other environmental things that are going on, they really don't have a preference to what they affect. It doesn't matter what race you are, what is your economic status, what your beliefs are. It touches each and every one of us. And it is supposed to teach us that we are to come together, that we are to serve each other, to help each other out in our time of need. This current pandemic, affects the most vulnerable of us, which is the greatest part of this lesson, that we are supposed to not only take care of each other, but to check on the most vulnerable, to protect the most vulnerable. Heaven knows what it's doing. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have concern or should do whatever you want. It is a time to come together and to do all that we can to be our highest selves, to live from our highest place of consciousness, and to serve each other, to check on your vulnerable neighbors, to share your resources, to keep calm, to help our children to be calm and secure. We are supposed to be here for each other. And I know a lot of you that watch my videos do that. But we can help each other to do that as well. Through the understanding that this is supposed to be a time of growth, a time of change, and to do what we can to help all of our neighbors, all of our friends, all of our family, all of our students, all of our clients, to grow in that understanding. And perhaps, I don't know, maybe necessarily how, but to help them not to resist, but to know it is safe, it's all right, and that we're here for each other. So how may we all, or a lot of us, be resisting this transition at this time? Hoarding toilet paper. going out to crowded places, not really taking it all seriously. There is not supposed to be at this time a time of fear. Allowing fear to take over, by the way, is another form of resistance. Find the middle ground, if you will, between being cautious and paying attention and being informed and using your common sense and using your intuition. Take that middle ground of doing that, but also try as much as you can not to have fear, and try to assure those others who do have fear that ultimately we will get through this and everything will be all right. Now, there is a deeper scenario going on, and that is those who pass. And I, for one, as a human being, cannot understand ever why someone has to pass from illness or a car crash or cancer or anything that is tragic, why people have to pass young. I know metaphysically and as a spiritual teacher that there is a purpose to our lives and that we all have a will, and that our will surrenders and we choose to leave this physical body and this physical earth and to go home, and that heaven allows that. It has to be two wills coming together at the same time, and then we transition over. And the sadness is left behind for those who will miss us. And so this is a time of grief and sadness and fear regarding the physical loss of those we love, potentially. And if you've lost someone, my thoughts and prayers are with you, and all of the compassion and understanding and all that you deserve during this difficult time. But we should not live in fear of our own passing. If we are not ready, we are not ready. But we should bring comfort to those around us who are dealing with that. And we also should do our best to follow what we're supposed to follow as far as rules and regulations, and to not add suffering unnecessarily to ourselves and to those around us. So that is why it's so important to pay attention to the CDC and the World Health Organization and to your local government, because our cities and counties and states here in America, and I'm sure around the world, are setting up their own procedures, their own curfews, their own rules about how we're supposed to be living right now, and we are supposed to adhere to them. It is important to limit our struggle and to limit the suffering of not only ourselves, but to those around us. It's so important, and it's unnecessary to resist that and to feel that you're going to do what you want, that you're on your own. Because we're all connected as one. We're all connected, energy to energy. And what you do matters to another. It impacts another. So when you hoard supplies, whether it be food or toilet paper or sanitizer, you are keeping it away from somebody else. Even though there is a supply chain, there is a delay. And so it's important to know there's somebody else that needs it just as much. And so the resistors are those who do that, but we're not supposed to judge them. We can pray for them. We can know that they will come to understand that this is supposed to be a time of growth, and them, just like us, will transition into this 5D energy of heaven coming to earth, which means all of us coming together, all of us serving each other, all of us understanding the importance and the gift of our own intuition and discerning what is best, understanding who to trust, who not to trust, coming, joining hands and getting through this together, serving each other more than we ever have before. And our angels and our loved ones and our spiritual guides, they're with us, and yes, they're with us more than ever if you want them to be. There have been times in our lives through the world wars through your own personal struggles when they've been with you more. But yes, they are with us now. I can hear them with me now, helping me as much as I possibly can to serve you. So, I did pull some cards from the angels to see what they would like to say as a personal message. It is a general message for all of you who are listening to this recording today. And then I'm also going to pull one more as a final note. And then at the end, I'm going to give you my personal way of how I can serve you during this time. Some of you know about my services at my website, but I will give it to you at the end. And I want to be very clear, please, that I am not in any way trying to take advantage of this time. I knew that I was brought to this earth to serve from a very young age. Before I was even talking to everyone, I was talking to God. They tell me I should say it this way: I was talking to our Lord. And I knew I was here to serve. So at this time, I will tell you during this recording how I can serve you. And I do that with a whole heart and a whole desire and a whole soul. And I know that those who have met with me as clients know that. But for those of you who don't know me, I can tell you quite honestly, that's where I'm coming from. So here's the first card. And the first card I pulled 3 cards before I came on this video. Oh, and I didn't tell you guys, please ignore this. I wanted to have the best sound quality, so I set it up, and I feel like it is an obstacle, but I don't. I feel more comfortable on my laptop. I do have a camera, and there will be times in the future I use the camera, but for right now, I just want to kind of sit down like a pub table chat in my favorite room with my musical instruments and my wine fridge over here that I socially use when I want to have a good time. This is the place where my friends gather when they come over, and my family, and so I love it. And so I want to be more casual and more lighted, as I told you in the beginning, with my room today, but I did feel I wanted to use my microphone. And so excuse it. Pay attention to this face. So here's the first 3 cards, all right? The first one is wise decision. And I can tell you quite honestly what this card means. The angels are saying, I'm going to put it right here. Maybe I'll put it right here. The angels are telling us to use our common sense right now, to use our intuition, to pay attention to the CDC and the World Health Organization, to pay attention to our local officials, to pay attention to our gut, to know who not to listen to and who to listen to. Do not absorb most of what you're seeing on social media. There's a lot of false stories being spread, a lot of false rumors. I'm not going to get into politics right now. I don't want to tune you guys out, all right? Because some of you have leanings. I will say that I gave you to trusted sources. Anybody else that you want to listen to, use with discernment. There's been a lot of dishonesty. There's been a lot of selfishness. And we need right now to take care of ourselves and to trust our sources. The angels say to you, be informed. Use your gut. Use your common sense. Listen to those that you can trust. Not that you want to trust. Not that you admire. But the sources like the CDC and the World Health Organization and your local city, town, and municipal and state officials that are looking out for you in the best way that they can. Okay? So this is the time to do that. And then take care of yourself. Please, guys, take care of yourself. Read. Read that what makes you feel good. Learn at this time. Meditate. Eat more healthy. Yes, yesterday I ate more carbs. It is all right to implement a little bit of comfort food during this time. We are human beings that sometimes need to feel good. But it is better to have strong immune systems right now. Energetically, as an energetic healer and teacher, I can tell you that strong immune systems come from having happiness within, eating healthfully, meaning greens and proteins that are healthy for you, and less white carbs, less sugars. Eliminate the sugars almost to nil. Okay, have a little bit if you want, have a treat here and there, but sugars should come way down. And drink plenty of clear, healthy fluids right now. We need our bodies to really have our fluids to be healthy right now. Do not let yourself to dehydrate, and get plenty of rest. I was very awake last night. I got some rest, but I was awake. I was awake and ready to go. So that's why you see a little bit of the bags. But I am getting my rest. I fell asleep yesterday afternoon, right in front of company. And no, there's nothing wrong with me. I just wanted to rest. I got up early and it was time to rest. And so take care of yourselves. Get the rest that you need. Make yourself a priority right now. Make yourself a priority out of love, because the fuller your tank, the more you can take care and love all of your loved ones. So important. The second card kind of is incorporated in this. It's called vision. Okay, the angels want you to use your intuitive vision to see what's going on. Okay, you are made in image and likeness of your Creator. You have the power of sight. Third eye sight, the sight of seeing your loved ones around you in these corner eyes, the sight of knowing, okay? Use that right now. Don't be led astray by those who have their own agendas. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't consider the media the enemy. There is fake news, but not all news is fake. Go to NPR, go to PBS, go to trusted sources. Go to a trusted source of a local news station if you trust that source. Do not let yourself be led into the fear, because some corporations have an agenda, and that includes media, where they want to make money at this time. Okay? Don't fall for the clickbait. But at the same time, be informed. So I'm not making it a mass enemy here. You have to be informed. I'm just saying, use your vision of discerning. Use it to know who you can trust, who's trying to inform you, and who is trying to hold you back, so that you count on them to take advantage of you at this time, okay? It's happening. It's happening where it shouldn't happen, and it's happening where you expect it to happen. And I'm not going to give you a news source, it's obvious, but if it leans a particular way, use discernment. Anyway, whether it be all right or all left. Middle ground here. Sorry. Middle ground. We're here to serve ourselves. Progress. Steady progress, the angels say. All right? This is about the pandemic itself. There is steady progress towards improvement even as we speak. It is not peaked yet here in the States, but it will. It will, all right? And it may even do that within the next couple of weeks. So steady progress towards implementing whatever we all need to do to make it better, and also know steady progress is happening. One moment at a time, one step at a time. Don't get wrapped up in any hysteria. Don't get wrapped up in any fear. To give yourself a break, step back from the news at times, step back from the social media at times. Give yourself a timeout. One of my favorite, this is funny, not funny, one of my favorite things to do when I want to give myself a break is to turn on the Travel Channel, which is on cable, because it has mostly paranormal programming. I would say all paranormal programming. Oh, the Haunted Woods of Gettysburg, my favorite place. Hint, hint, I might be there soon. Or, what can I say? Maybe not hint, hint, but a little, it's possible. Little heads up, I guess. Paranormal stuff is the Travel Channel nowadays. And I don't know if that's necessarily what the channel should be about, but I love it. It's my escape. But don't you know that even though I make it my escape, last night I turned it on and it was all about pandemics. So I was like, you've got to be kidding me. I can't even escape through the Travel Channel. Don't do that. It was back to the way it should be today. But, it's like, no, I had to turn it off. I had to step back from anything that would feed the fear. Sign up. Don't let your fears be fed. Do not feed the fear. Step back. This is a time of taking care of self and taking care of each other. So right now I'm shuffling another card just for one last, what would the angels like to say? And that's from one of my favorite decks, which is the James Van Pragh deck. Here we go. Power of Love. Love it. It's just a loving message for you guys to leave you with today before I bring it to the closing. All right, so let's see what they want to say to all of you. Purpose. There's a purpose to the madness right now. There is a purpose. It's the purpose of transitioning ourselves into the 5-dimensional energy, or the energy of heaven coming to earth. It is not because of a deep state conspiracy. It's not a hoax. It's not to control us. There is a higher divine purpose going on. Remember that, guys. Take care of yourselves. In any way, shape, or form, our souls are always going to be all right. And we, as human beings, will be all right. Mankind will be all right. It's important to keep that in mind. Okay, so I want to leave you today. Thank you, by the way. Thank you for joining me. And I want to leave you today with my website. It's lisahopp.com. That's LISAHOPP.com. I'm also on Facebook, a business page under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. Please go on there, follow, like. Go on to my YouTube channel, please. There should be a little bell down here if you're seeing this on YouTube. And subscribe, like, share if you feel this was helpful. But also why I bring up my website is that right now I have telephone sessions available. I see clients in person, privately, one-on-one. I see small groups too. But right now my appointments are all one-on-one. And I am seeing people in office. I am sanitizing. I am making sure I'm healthy. I'm taking it day by day. But if you do not feel comfortable making an appointment because it's in office, all of my services except for in-person healing, which I'm about to tell you about, a little change there, all of my services for the most part are available by phone. Also, I do email sessions. If you would like a channeled angel message just for you, if you would like distance healing just for you, it's available. Check out my email sessions. Check out making an appointment for a telephone session. You don't have to go through this alone. The helpers are here. And always turn to the helpers, as the wonderful, great Mr. Rogers told us all when he was on this earth. So I also want to let you know that there's a bit of a news still being set up. I do distance healing. And usually you can still do it today. You can order distance healing through my website. You just schedule an appointment, but it's online. You don't have to actually make an appointment. And I'll send you healing. But I'm going to be revamping distance healing, that it can be set up much like an appointment. I can do it offline for you. And I can also add angel messages with it, meaning I can send you healing and also involve the angels in your healing and record messages from the angels to you and for you. Okay, so it's something I do in my office. It's called angel healing, but I'm now going to make it a remote option as well. Now, I want to be able to offer it through Zoom, but right now I'm having a little trouble with Zoom. I've set it up. I've been testing it, but I need to test it more. But this will be available remotely. You can set up a time where I'm sending it to you, and then I record the message and send it to you. So it can be done either at a time of your preference. It can be done by speakerphone. So I will be offering it some limited availability, probably later on today or tomorrow. But the Zoom option of it, I'll try to work it out today or tomorrow, but that's still in progress. So that is also something for you. Okay? So join my newsletter on my website, lisahop.com. I'll also announce it on my Facebook page as to when the full Distance Healing with Angel Healing is available. But for now, please know that you can order up Distance Healing and any channeled messages. Email questions also can be ordered if you really want to know something now, but do not have the privacy to order up a telephone session or come in privately. Maybe because you're quarantined right now or the kids are at home. I understand. But there are ways that you can receive spiritual assistance and resources and tools right now, okay? Thank you so much for joining me today. I wish all of you continued healing, calm, intuition, happiness, and joy, and many, many blessings. I'm thankful for you all, and I in some way, shape, or form, will be back again shortly. Thank you.